I was enjoying that a bit too much then. Hey up Adam, hello there everyone. Okay, let's get the game on. Here we go. Alright, first time I've heard this song. I don't know what this is. Alright. Let's go here. Let's just move it down from him. Alright, I've got one of these PC crates. Let's see what's inside. Yeah, I honestly don't know what this track is, but I find it funny. Ooh, 100 Cantina and and some Failing Shards. That's a nice drop. Yeah, I will definitely take that. Okay. Is there anything I need to do here? Clone Troopers I got to box 9 yesterday. I've got to do it on my main. All these I believe are done. I don't think I've not done any, although I could arguably just do the things. Don't need to do it here and now. So yeah, I think it's just the fleet climb really I need to do. Although I've also got my raid to do at some point. I think I was told earlier it was 11 hours, so yeah, we're about 10:43 now. So maybe I'll get some of that done. Oh, by the way, my green screen may delete some of my top, but I thought I won't wear a bit of Mandalorian attire today. Okay, so if I cash that in, there we go, that explains the problem, it's these doohickeys. So if we get 35 in, that'll top it up again, but we run out once more. But the positive is, this is the reward for the next 2 days. So we should be able to, yeah, we should be able to get Zam to gear 12 by tomorrow, by Monday. So that's not too bad. I kind of just want to get Zam a bit of progress, because one, she's a Relic 7, so it's going to take her longer in the long run. But besides that, it's like, she's got an Omicron, it feels wrong not to put some effort into her. Omega's kind of looking at me here as if to say, I've got Karatech ready, why aren't you applying them? The simple answer is Bane. Bane needs 25 more to go to Relics. I have not got something I can just dump on him. So for now, he's in holding. Tech, I believe, needs a bit more. Yeah, 54 out of 50. Plus, I'm a little wary about giving Tech the upgrade for the simple fact. Actually, saying that, it's probably not a bit as big a concern as I thought. If we take Tech to Relic, he'd be 258, I'm guessing. So it wouldn't be that bad, because my concern was Echo would be overtaken, but Echo's 337 is nearly 100 speed faster, so in fact it could help Echo. So I'm not considering that a bad thing. Alright, speaking of that, we just had the refresh. Any good come out of it? Nothing here. Okay, bit of a shame. So, we're 9th. Ooh, now that's a Dobson's choice. Who do we go for? Cunning Linguist or Darth Cross? Well, Cunning's probably the trickier one for me, plus Darth Cross has been annoying one of my shard mates, so I think Darth Cross wins it. Okay. So, basic. Let's do a flyback. And we can afford to do a basic on Sith Assassin. And then special. Okay, go for Sith Fighter. And let's just hope we can get it out. That'll do. One less ship is one less damage, that's my view on it. Alright, so bring this in, it won't cleanse Horn sadly, but we can at least get some tenacity up. Ooh, okay, that is the golden situation I was talking about the other day. Although, it didn't last long. I was hoping we could get a few more hits out of it, but oh well. Right, we'll do a basic here. And special onto the bomber. The Daze is really hitting home. So no more reinforcements, that's fine. One basic and we've got our ultimate. Yeah, 13 bombs, now 14. I really need Outriders to have damage immunity. Oof, okay, that was not nice. We survived it, thankfully, but it wasn't nice. On the other hand, that was very nice from Outrider. Alright, let's do that. Okay. Not too bad. About half a battle. We got through it fine. Just do a quick squad arena battle. In case you're wondering, we are going to hop over to Temin, but we've only got to do one battle there, so it's not pressing. I don't really want to hit leads. Can't say I like this end of the table because you get more instances of this where you're just hitting refresh constantly. I'm trying to use 83. Roy Vader. Yeah, I've said it already, I really need Conquest to come back so I can just farm some decent crons. I mean, it's not like I want to be doing Conquest, but I just recognise the value in getting some decent crons, and I need a Padme cron, I need a first order of cron of any sort. I just need to have a couple of days where I can just farm that Mark II nerd like crazy. Alright, we'll do that again on JMK. Right, we avoided the healing immunity. Kitty Cat will go next. Bye-bye. Okay, all good here. Actually, let's go for Ahsoka. We don't want the buff to spells and all that jazz. I always find that annoying on my end when my Ahsoka gets stunned, so it's nice just being able to get rid of it. Well, it's not so much even a stun, but like how this current cron essentially punishes out of turn attacks. It's like, yeah, that's really brutal for Ahsoka. It's like a whole thing. Okay, we'll just basic. Nice and easy. Okay. Let's put that on Cat again. I'm actually going to pass that to Kenobi. Bit annoying now we couldn't get rid of that crit hit immunity. I'm assuming it's from JMK, sorry, from GK, not JMK. Never mind. No longer a problem. Okay. Okay, Poultry 5. We've got 3 battle computers and 5 droid collars, so not too bad. Got some crystals, as you'd expect. But we've got 3 minutes to wait here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to launch Tamin. Let's get some of that started. Even if it's just loading it up. It's got to be said, I find it interesting when I look at this. You know, a lot of names here, yet I can't help but think, you know, like obviously Essex, hello there by the way, Essex, even if you're lurking. Just like, there's a lot of bots, do you know what I mean? Like, probably like Own3D, or if I could boot it I would, because I only accidentally invited that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to actually call you out like that. I was just like, you know, I could see your name there. But yeah, like I said, there's a load of bots, aren't there? And I'm like, I really wish there was a cleaner way to just say, can you get out my chat channel? It's like, I'd like to actually know who's there, even if it's just to sort of be like, okay, such and such is watching, like you, Essex. Rather than having to skim through a whole bunch of weird names. I don't know. Okay, so Tammin. We haven't actually got to do anything on Tammin because I'm already second in fleet. Unless someone decided to knock me back. So what we can do, we can just do a quick in and out battle. We'll do it against Hubble just so that Mag can take first. Anytime now. Okay. And we can probably leave this ready and waiting just to make sure we do it before we clock off. So, 1 minute 37 left here. That's not too bad. How's my energy looking on Tammin? All good. Raid's launched here as well, so I've got another one to do. I've had an upgrade here as well in the past 24 hours. We've got Kiadi up to Relic 1, so big whoop. You know, I would like it to be much higher, but at least he's Relic now. I was saying yesterday, I don't really know what my priority order is going to be with some of this as far as who gets the next bit of gear or the next relic, but I feel like there are certain things I do need to put some focus into. I mean, I added DTMG to my favourites because it feels like that's important for Conquest as much as anything. I need to make sure I give some gear to Bo-Katan Kryze so that if I do eventually get Kala and IG and Paz geared up, you know, I've actually got a Mandalorian team. Not just that though, Bo's probably a little bit behind compared to some of the other light side Mandalorians, so it would help again with Conquest. Obviously the Gungans, they need work. There's just a few very weird priorities right now. So yeah, I could just do getting my head around it. It's to a point where I'm looking at Dark Trooper and I'm thinking, I do want to take Dark Trooper to Relics obviously, but I'm thinking, can we afford to leave Death, Shore and Snow on the reserves for a bit and just not work on them? It's a funny one. Alright, Stealth unfortunately number 2. Saying that, can I afford to hit someone else? Go on, we'll go for Scoundrel. We'll do a full 1 climb. I was just saying to myself, Stealth is, I wouldn't say paranoid, but I think he feels he gets hit a lot. Maybe it's just the time of day he climbs and it's like people always sort of knock him down at that point. So I'm like, I don't want to double down on it. You know, if I can help him out I will, but it's just a bit awkward because it does put my climb out a little. But it's like I said, I don't need to climb on him, you know what I mean? It's just, it would have been easier. Okay, so Sass is down. We can wiggle. I haven't had a proper look at my GA, like in terms of what they're expecting to sat. I have had a look this morning at what the comparison is like. I would say Tammin is looking relatively positive. I think Crimson's got another tough one. So it's going to be a little bit interesting. I don't think there's any threat of Tammin getting into Kyber 1 this off-season, but I think we've at least done well after what was a very bad first week. Because I think starting the season in Capital 1 was rough. Oh, hang on, ult. Don't carry on the battle without sending the capital ship away. Okay, basic. And fingers crossed we can just nuke this. There we go. Under 2 minutes. Alright, this was something I had on my mind, and I'm actually going to put this as a poll. Hopefully a few more people are able to contribute to it down the line, but I want to just have opinions on it. Can I get a poll? Here it is. Right, we're going to run that for as long as I possibly can, so 10 minutes it says. Might be a little bit short in the end, but we'll see. Apparently I can have this as a browser source as well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'll keep that on screen for a minute. Just hide it up here. I'll say hide it. It's not exactly hiding. That looks fine, doesn't it? But yeah, I've been weighing it up in my own head, and I'm like, I've got my own opinion on it, but I'm actually curious what a consensus would be, so I'm going to leave it on screen. We'll see if anyone chips in. If not, I can always recycle it at some point, but I actually like the fact that you can put a poll on screen like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this guy's got the Special Forces Cron. I think we're actually going to hit this... Oh, hang on, no, I don't really want to hit easy. Yeah, we'll go for Coloss. We'll go for the mirror. Okay, we got 1 vote for strength as power. Interesting, this team decided not to go for Red Trooper. I thought Red would be like a must in a Slacker team, even if you're gaining ult charge quite readily with Special Forces. It's like Red's kind of just very good for getting passive assists. Let's stun Special Forces. There we go, dispel the buffs, and he's gone. All too easy. I think I had a 5v5, I might remod. Just, well, I say I might, I would like to remod anyway, but I think I might make it a priority as far as... I think there is a benefit to having a healthier Slacker at the moment. Obviously speedy as well, but prioritising health over offense. Something that you could probably revert once the Datacron goes away, but for the next couple of months it might not be a bad shout. Okay, 10 crystals, that's better. 3 car attack. Bit less than... Oh no, it was about the same as Crimson, I think, with the battle computers. Alright, so that's just the raid reminder. I do find the irony there that I need a reminder to raid, that I actually leave it there. Also, Plo, I didn't bring it up before, but Plo's here because I want to work on his ship a little bit. Well, that, and I know he's good for Starkiller, so I've got a couple of reasons to have him in here. It's where I'm glad to see it got done as well. I feel like that was the first piece of the puzzle. I can understand the views on Diewalp as far as why it doesn't tend to get in the top 2 of this list. Alright, we've got a minute here. Right, I've just realised I went for the wrong tier here. Let's go tier 6. I think the one I saw was Hunter, Echo, Tech, Rex, and Rex. Yeah, I need to pass the turn over to Echo so I can get buff immunity there. Okay, so a bit of a concern because I did just kill. Ideally, I need to get Palp out. Although saying that, I bet at this tier it doesn't matter as much because Talon's not doing things. So they're all going to come back after this. Right, that's a bit frustrating. We're going to need a Rexolite. Three stacks. I think we're just basic here. Okay. Put that there. Rexolite. Hey up, Dan, how you doing? I don't know if I've done enough here. I'm guessing not. I'm doing alright. Just try and get rid of this very annoying GC. It's essentially... It's not as bad as the last one, but it's still kind of annoying. Yeah, I admit Dancy got one, but to be fair, he always has one. He's great for that, isn't he? But yeah, I think this is what I saw Scribe do. Granted, he had way better Bad Batch than I've got, so I'm trying to do it at a lower tier. Yeah, I think the issue is just timing it, isn't it? I mean, next 3 are Talon, Treya, Sith Assassin. So I could yeet now, but it'd be pointless because I wouldn't take the turn, so I figure let's do that. There we go, get them 3 out. And then... Oh, we're not going to get there in time. Maybe we can loop back around. Let's do that. Can we get the kill? Lovely. Ooh. Just a lot going on there, I didn't like it. Okay, so they're all back again, great. Let's put that on Echo. We'll do that. And that. And then eat. Okay, we got there. That was just a little awkward. For box 6, that was awkward. And then I know for here we can just do first order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I didn't see Bit Dances yesterday. Scribe's actually popped up in my sub feed first, so I was like, go on, I'll watch Scribe. And yeah, it was just pretty straightforward as far as getting me box 9 anyway. Sorry, I'm just thinking who I go for first. But yeah, I think this one's just slightly annoying if you haven't got your clones built like myself. I mean, I'm trying to do it on my free-to-play, but it's just a little late for this one. And yeah, you kind of just have to make do with what you've got. Although I'll take this over the last one. The last one was really bad if you hadn't got Lord Vader or Raver. Okay, this is the advantage of the double tank. Oh, come on. Alright, swipe and kill. Oh, we didn't get the kill. Okay, it must have been because it was on Slacker's turn, so that's fine. I've said it before, there's that many GL, well, not just GL kits, but so many kits now that are like full-on pieces of literature. That it can be a bit difficult remembering the nuances of mechanics. Like for Slacker there, I'm thinking it's enemies killed by Slacker aren't revived, whereas the reality is it's on his turn. Okay, so Strength is Power won that vote. I'll be honest, that was what I was leaning towards, but it is nice being able to put a poll up and just actually, you know, get opinions on it. Let's get rid of that. We got box 9 there as well, so that's pretty decent. Alright, that's the first. We go for Echo of the Fallen Order next, and then if I've got the willpower, I'll go for Direwalp after. Okay, looks like we're on an app break right now, so I don't think there's anything I need to do. We've got one battle, so that's not bad. Oh no, the app break's over. What am I talking about? It's alright, I've got two different ways of seeing. I've got a little thing on my phone here that gives me a nudge, and I've got something on my screen. I didn't look at the one on my screen. Okay, so we can do a basic. Okay, so go for Sass. Do we get the kill? Nearly. I don't like it when I do it this way because that happens. Or essentially you've got daze and stun. But I can kind of tolerate it because usually it works out alright. Hey up Darts, how you doing, man? Yeah, we're doing good here. Just doing the last fleet battle before going into GAC. Yeah, just done the GC as well for the week on my main. So just had to bring out my really cruddy bad batch to get it. No worries. I saw you were streaming and I just didn't have a chance to pop on as far as doing other things. But go and say, can we actually do a shout out? Just get anyone who's lurking around here to drop you a follow. I know that means what do you call it? The game shuts down. There we go.
Yeah, never heard it, did I?
We haven't started GAC yet.
What else?
So it looks like Tammy's got a favourable one. Crimson a bit lesser. Alright, Prof's going to go before Leviathan, so we've got our ult. I can't remember offhand who it was on Reddit who posted this about Mark 6 Interceptor, but thank you so much because it's just made this battle a lot smoother. It's not even like a big change, but I think it's just that little bit more reliable. The AI is just a bit more fixated on the Mark 6, and because of that you're able to benefit from the tenacity up and the speed up without actually having a tank on the field. It's marvellous. Less so when full auto's doing that, but we'll ignore that. If this was GAC, it wouldn't do it because I wouldn't take in a reinforcement. Okay, so we'll shut Crimson down for a little bit, and yeah, let's show you Tammy's GAC. No EA play, we don't need you right now. So, we won the first round, all good there. We were up against Daddy Dave. What a name. And, yeah, Daddy Dave had a bit of a mare when it came to my Ray. So yeah, 5 attempts on Ray, 1 on Gas. I'm hoping for something similar here, but I'm not expecting it. So, we'll see. So this round we're up against UA Venom. I think they're in a guild that's reasonably well known. No, I'm imagining it. Must be me opponent on Crimson. Alright, let's show you the compare.
What's the situation?
Alright, sorry about that. I asked Dart to record that on a night out. Go and say it's 10.7 million GP on my side to 10.8, so we're a little bit disadvantaged, but literally not that far apart. 32 Satyrs behind, so again, not great, but we are 5 Omicrons ahead. Well, actually, 6 ahead technically if you count the one we just locked in. We're 6 total relics behind and 3 relic 5 pluses behind. I didn't colour code it as I should, but I believe... Ooh, that's 12. Yeah, they've got the Data Chron advantage. That is why I should always check that they're coloured in. But yeah, I've got 21 369s, they've got 27, so a bit of a disadvantage. And then when we're looking at the mod scores, yeah, we got quite a good advantage there, so we're hoping we can lean into that quite a lot. So GL count, they've got them all, no big surprises there. As usual, I've got Jabba, JML, Ray, Slacker, and Leia. For the meta tunes, the high value targets, they haven't got Afra, I do. They've got Third Sister, I do not. We both have Malicos, Bane, and Cal. We're both missing Bo-Katan. And finally, when it comes to ships, we both have Leviathan and Profundity, which have been maybe the few question marks of late as far as one of us not having one. So yeah, we're both fully equipped with fleet. Alright, here's the board. Okay. Let's run you through what I've set first of all. So, no changes from the last round. We've got Sortie, Atbar, Leia, Storm. We've got Rex 5s, Dash Vandor, Lando, and Finn, Poe, Zori. Zori's now Relic 1, so that's nice as far as it's going to be a Relic wall at some point. Just need more data crons. So we got Leia, R2, Drogon. We got Ray Jedi Training Hero Finn and Holdo. Ray, Cat and Ben. Gas Echo Arc, or Gas Arc Echo even. And Kira, Hondo and L3. I don't like having L3 on defense, but there's something about that lineup that I think it makes sense. You know, Kira's lead should really make L3 a bit annoying to deal with. And then Hondo, if you don't pay attention to him, can ramp up. So there's a few things there I do like, but if you're taking a decent team, it'll blow it quite comfortably. So it's all about if you try and undersize it. Okay, so we're facing Padme, Wrecker and GMY. Finn, Zori, Holdo. Qui-Gon, Anakin and Caloran. Ray, Ben, RJT. And GG, B1 and B2. I'm assuming that's something with target lock. Yeah, so no one per time there. I'm thinking Night Sisters might be okay there. Just the idea Merrin can cleanse. I might have a think on that, though there might be a cleaner thing. Okay, first sight in a Queen Amidala for me. You've cleared your gap for the first time down. Very nice. Very nice. Let me move this along. There we go. So yeah, first sight in the Queen Amidala, has she got a lead Omicron? Oh, unique. Okay. I'll have to have a think about that team. I don't really know what to make of it. Ahsoka and Mace are probably going to work there, but I couldn't really say much on it. We've got Starkiller, we've got Revan, Bastila and Savage. Leia, R2, Drogon, and Jabba, Bouche, Chrysanthemum. Okay, that's a very tasty wall, I will say. That is interesting. Okay, so they haven't put Lord Vader down. They haven't put Bam down. What was the other one on that wall? It was Padme, Finn. That was it, Padme. Here we go. So Padme, Finn, Gigi, Rey, and Qui-Gon, they all ring bells. Rey, Jabba, no Maul. Who's the other one on that south wall? It was Queen Amidala. That was it, Queen Amidala. Ooh. So, quite an interesting wall. Three GLs to take down. I think Bane in Leia is the safe call. We slacker Jabba. A bit of me is thinking that we could try Starkiller on Padme. Starkiller on Padme? What am I talking about? Sorry, I just heard myself and I was like, what are you saying? Starkiller on Rey. And then I need something that can take down that Finn Cron. Well, more like Finn Zori Holdo. Night Sister's got a mention the other day. But I'm just not sold on that as far as I feel like Merrin Omicron might be a requirement. I was just going to say, Finn's probably somewhere up the top here. I was like, come on, show your face, Finn. Okay, so 54% win rate for Night Sisters, so I think without the Cron, I'm definitely on the low end of that rate. Starkiller I don't really want to use. Jabba is overkill. Afra's not reliable. Malicos I might be able to spare. I don't really agree on that one, Darts. I mean, I get that side of it. I mean, I think for myself, right, I'm looking at it and I think the one thing our defence was lacking last season was leadership. I didn't feel like we had anyone who was an organiser. You know, we got Michael Rose, we got Luke McNally, who's gone back to Burnley, and we've got... who's the other one? Ben Wilmot. And I wouldn't say any of them were real leaders. So even if he comes in, he isn't a regular. If Ben Gibson can at least organise our defence and training, then I'm alright with that. I mean, that's the thing. I'm just genuinely curious how it pans out. I mean, a 3-year deal is a concern. I'm not going to deny that, especially with the wages. But if we can get a year out of him, I'll take that. Because it at least then gives us another season where we can essentially say, right, we don't need to think about signing the centre off that's a leader. See, I'm not saying that we can't. I'm just saying that I think it's not a bad deal. We got Victor Johansson from Rotherham. Sheffield United were after him. I think it was them. It's either them or Leeds. I know that was a club at the top end of the division that was sniffing, and we just got there first. But yeah, I do get the concerns about Gibson. I mean, normally when we sign someone who's on the wrong side of 30, or well, I'll say the wrong side of 30, probably when they've hit 30, I do have question marks, because we've had a few of them of late. Like Dwight Gale coming in when he did, that was like... But I think there are occasionally times when it's not a bad deal. I mean, personally, I'd have liked a 2-year deal with an option of a third. Maybe it is that and they've just worded it as a 3-year deal. Probably not. But I look at it and I think, if you can get one good season out of him in the Championship, and then he's just a background defender for 2 more, I'm not against that. Because he seemed to do alright for Norwich last season. So again, I'm looking and thinking... Because I think, if anything, we've got to build the reputation of the team up as well. I mean, you look and you think... We gained a reputation of being a bit of a joke in the Championship, that we're just not really pushing for the top half of the table and we're fighting against the bottom. So we really need to build a squad as far as actually getting options to sort of challenge that top half. Well, I'll say challenge us and, you know, like, at least show that we're not looking down, we're looking up. You know. Yeah, when I watched the interview with Johansson, he did seem a nice guy. I mean, I think... I know that maybe I'm over-egging it because he's a former player, but I think if there is one benefit to John Walters being the sporting director, it's that he's got this knowledge of what the fans want in a player. You know, he did have a good synergy with us when he was a player. So I think he will know what we react to as fans. So I think those first 2 signings, they've had... they've had that good reaction from the fan base as far as maybe they might not be the best on the pitch, but they do seem to be good eggs in the dressing room, which I think we need. I won't say we've got bad eggs, but we need players who will look up and will be demanding wins. And I think a lot in the last couple of years have been players who they're kind of just coming here for a bit of a retirement gig, or they're just here just because the wages are good. They aren't actually trying to do anything. So I think that's what we're looking for. Someone who's essentially saying, right, I don't want to just be here to pick up a wage. I want to actually do well here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. And I think that's what we are trying to push away from. I know that Gibson is an indicator that isn't the case, but I do stand by we needed someone with a bit of experience in that defence. I mean, last season we were just diabolical in defence. So even if he isn't like a regular or a permanent fixture, I still like the idea of someone like him around the place. Is that... I'll tell you what, right? It reminds me of Marcus Senna. I know it's a different position, but when you look at that Spain team that won the Euros, he was like the least flamboyant player in that team. Yet, you know, probably if you do like fantasy pick of players, he'd have not made that team. Yet you couldn't have had that Spain team without him at that point, because it was just pre-Busquets. And I'm like... I feel like sometimes you need players in that ilk. A bit like the Euros 4 years ago, we had
Catharin cheered X200, something football.
Exactly, football. Thank you for the bits, Kit. Alright, it actually came in good timing here, Kit. I'm looking at my plan here. Night Sisters wear Omicrons, they can't beat Finn... Let me get this right. Finn Zori. No, sorry, Finn Holdo Zori. This team here. It says here 54% win rate, but I'm not sure I buy it. I think it's lower than that. I mean, it's saying here 55 for Talzin Asajj Marin compared to Talzin Daka Marin. I really don't want Blow Seer on it if I can avoid it. Yeah. I could definitely believe that. So I think we just ignore that. We're not going down that road. I think I'll pencil in Seer. I don't really want to, but I think it's just the thing I can do for now. Yeah. My concern is that if I don't win this Starkiller versus Ray battle, I might need Seer to clean it up. I say I might need Seer as in if it's in that kind of position where Seer can clean it up. So at that point I then run out of a Finn option. Inquisitors can do Qui-Gon. Even with Beck I think that's doable. I can't say I know what I want to do with Padme. Padme's a bit of a funny one right now. What was the actual comp? Oh, that was it. It was Wrecker and GMY. I might widen this just so it's any Padme comp. Okay, Afro looks 100%, so we'll do that. Is that against Finn? The JKR, or are you talking about Padme? Sorry, this is the issue when I start changing topic, I lose track of what we're on. There's a few here that I think just make straight sense. I don't need to worry too much about them. I think it was that. Yeah. Bit of mace. So, what was capable of beating it? Malgus didn't stand a chance. That's good to know. Afra could do it. Yeah, that is good to know. Yeah, very fun. That makes me think, would it be worth trying something different on Padme? Because if you were talking about JKR on Padme, I could possibly swap that around, because Afra against Queen Amidala feels like a better trade. Although saying that, I've got 2 GLs available as well, so that's something. I think what I could do, I could go Afra against Queen Amidala. Jabba on Raven. You were saying JKR versus Fenzori. Right, not one I've tried myself that. You know, I think I'm going to leave it there, actually. It's okay, it's okay. I'm going to leave the plan in here because I feel like Padme and GG are 2 teams that I can work out later on once I know what I've got available. As things stand, I feel like most of the things I put down are things that I know I can get wins with. So I think playing, if I don't really put more down, it's not like a bad thing. So yeah, let's go here. Alright, we're going to have a break coming up, so I'm actually going to run it now just so that it doesn't delay anything with the actual GAC. But yeah, I think we've got a plan of sorts here. I mean, it's not like it's not like we haven't got things down. It's just those 1 or 2 funky little things. I mean, I can't help but look about that Queen Amidala team. And I'm like, there is something there, don't get me wrong. I mean, you put Padme with Ahsoka and Mace, and that's actually okay. You know, I'm not saying it's like a top tier team, but you know, there's good synergy there with Padme on her own. So, especially with the Padme Cron now. So, Queen Amidala, there's definitely, you know, a good synergy between the supporting pair. You know, you've got buffed spells, you've got a tank, etc. But, yeah. It's a bit of an odd one. I think it is where it's just blatantly obvious you need Poby and Master Qui-Gon. I'm not 100% certain about doing Starkiller on Rey either. It's where I'm glad I put the Omicron on today for Malicos, because even though it won't apply for 3v3 now, obviously. It'll be ready for 5v5, so I can hopefully start using that next season. Hopefully. If it's a pretty nasty Ray, I might actually back out of that and go for something else. Okay, ad break's over. Let's get into it. So we'll start at the top, work our way down. Let's take on Padme. I'll say Padme, it's quite Queen Amidala. I need to remember, it's not Padme, it's Quadme. So let's get our scoundrels in. Dr. Afra, BT1, and Trip 0. What gear do you think is minimum for Thrawn? You got Ezra to gear 10, the rest at gear 8, but just want to make sure I don't overinvest. Honestly, you can't overinvest in Phoenix. They're a great faction right now as long as you've got Captain Rex. Yeah, and Darts is saying it right there. If you've not got Captain Rex, go get him. I mean, I think you go and get some investment for him anyway because they're giving his shards away, I think. As far as... he's in the Marquee store right now. And I'm pretty sure if you've started this account recently, they're going to backdate some shards to you, I think. So, honestly, put some gear into Rex. He just makes that Phoenix faction sing. He's, you know, I always thought the original Rex was sexy Rexy, but I think Old Man Rexy's the sexier. I don't know if I'm right or wrong there, but he's certainly... The fact he can make Phoenix good. Alright, let's go here. Let's go for the armor pan. Cracked, hello there. How you doing? You don't have Rex. Well, like I say, you should be getting him soon, so that's one good thing. Sorry, my chat just disappeared, so I had to get it back on. Unfortunately, we can't ignore taunt, so we might as well just put this on the decoy. Actually, that's probably not the worst thing to happen. A little bit annoying that the decoy comes back straight away, but what can you do? Let's call the assist. I get you. I mean, like I say, I think they are giving some shards away to you soon, so hopefully that will help. I will just die on a hill on this regard, that it is so worth going for Rex. Even kind of worth delaying going for Thrawn, because it will just make that event a walk in the park. Alright, let's do that. Cooldowns increase, that's what we want. Am I missing a trick here? Okay, we can't do anything big here. Or here. So I suppose the question I've got is, are we going to get stuck in a position where she just does that? So how the hell do we get out of this loop? Well, like that, I guess. 64. That just felt weird. It was like, the first bit was so easy, just one AoE and poof, they're gone. But after that, you're like, okay, how are we going to get past this summon? Hi, Drafts. Okay. See you last time. Uno, dos, tres. By the way, wave for sexy Cassian. We've got a really nice looking Cassian. No worries, I've been a little AFK myself the last day or so. I'm doing alright, just moseying about. Yeah, that is the fair point. I think you got a delay as well, I'm guessing, Darts. Let's go for this. Mum's alright, she's having a bit of trouble with her hip right now. I think I've said before, when she was young, she had 5 hip operations in quick succession. So, well, we'll say hip operations, she had 5 hip replacements in quick succession. So, it's her other hip now that's causing her issues, and there's just a bit of concern on both our fronts that she might actually need it replacing. So, we're just going through, well, I say we, Mum's going through that. I'm just in the background hoping it's not going to need any more work. Let's do the shrug. Bye-bye. That does sound pretty bad. I know a little bit about arthritis just because my mum has got a bit of it. But yeah, in the knee that does sound pretty bad. I can imagine that's very painful. Yeah, if you can't really move the joint much because it causes pain, I imagine that's very frustrating. Yeah, I mean, again, Darts is bang on the money there. You could potentially get it done without Rex. Well, I say potentially, you could get it done without Rex. But it's one of those where it's probably worth just waiting. Because, as well, you're talking about because you need an Empire for R2. You don't need Thrawn to get R2. So, just keep that in mind. Liam, hello there. I'm doing alright. How about yourself? Who do we go for next? This feels weird, but we'll do it. We're all just looking on here and hoping beyond hope that there isn't something bigger that Jabba would like to chew down on. I thought you were a bit early today, Liam. But yeah, I'm going to say we're doing alright. We're just doing 10-inch GAC, so a little bit behind, maybe. Flick climb didn't take too long, which is strange. Yeah, I mean, I think as well, right, that's probably a good way of looking at it, as far as, if you haven't got the rest of the CLS team ready yet, you could argue it's worth taking a bit of time to farm up 3PO and Chewie as well, because he makes that team great. If he walks on something that you're working short term, then at least you can start getting the shards for low grade from the guild store. Just making sure I keep track where they all are. So yeah, just keep chipping away at those secondary requirements for the CLS team, because it's really... Oh, and Bounty Hunters, sorry. Bounty Hunters are going to be great as well to get Chewbacca. So it's probably not a bad thing. Just keep chipping away at those little teams and factions for the other toons, because obviously CLS is the, you know, the build around, but you don't want to neglect the other ones. I haven't seen yesterday's episode. I was wondering if the season has changed your views on Parkinson, just for the fact that me and Mum can't help but laugh a little bit at his, as they called it, enthusiasm. I mean, my mum's kind of like, I wouldn't say she cringes, but it's like, one of the previous episodes they dropped the C-bomb, and I was like, you can't help but, let me start the sentence again. In sport, it's not a surprise, is it? As far as, when we were watching the Arsenal documentary a couple of years ago, and Arteta was swearing, there was this thing of, oh, you know, he doesn't look like the kind of guy who swears a lot. And the thing is, I think players don't react if you don't swear. And I think as well, it's like, I don't know, I suppose swearing has that little psychological impact on players as well, to G them up a bit. I just find the whole thing a bit funny when we're watching. Yeah, I remember you saying. I didn't know if like maybe the actual documentary had altered it in any way, at least just as far as showing things. I've watched the first 2 episodes of The Acolyte. Yeah, I've watched them. I thought it was good, to be honest. I mean, I'm curious where it's still going. You know, as far as we've got like a load of good world building already, so I feel like we know who the characters are, we know what they're like. I'm just kind of curious what happens next, because they're setting up a mystery, you know, and it's not like I'm saying, right, that we need the mystery solved straight away, but I'm like, I'm just curious what the next bit is, do you know what I mean? Because we've obviously got this big lead on that something happened. So I'm curious what happened exactly. As bad as it is, I'm not even too bothered about who the mysterious bad guy is. You know, I know there's been a bit of speculation about that, but I'm not really too worried about that. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just curious what it's like. Honestly, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I've said it before. I base shows on what I see. I don't judge it on what some reviewers online say. Yeah, Logray's like, I wouldn't say he's the hard one, but he's the one that people sleep on. So always worth going for early. I think it's purely because he's in the guild store. People are like, oh, I've got loads of time to get him, and then when you've got to get him, it's like, oh damn, he's not dropping often. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be surprised if there's something, a trope we've already seen. I mean, I've heard who the familiar one, who the favourite is to be the mystery bad guy, and I'm like, I mean, personally, I kind of like it, but that's only because I think it'd be casting against type. But that's probably the main reason. Yeah, Logray's Mass Days is such a good piece of kit. Certainly can't be slept on. Yeah, Nisa will be a hard farm because she's still 1 drops a day compared to all the other Ewoks, which are 2 or higher. Okay, Bane. Yeah, I don't think Nisa's too far behind. I think, if I remember right, it was Rex, Scout, then Nisa, I think. So she isn't too far off. Not to mention they're going to do additive drops with her in the next couple of weeks, I think. Okay. Oh, Bane. He's absolutely busted. I mean, I'd be upset now if they nerfed him because I've got him and it's actually fun using him, but I couldn't blame them if they did. I mean, man, it's absolutely busted that you can take out 2/3 of a team in 2 hits like that. Yeah, I know what you mean about the additive drops. I mean, put it like this, I would rather they do them than not, so I'm certainly not going to complain. But I get what you mean. It's where I kind of wish there was a couple of weeks where they could just chill with it. I think the worst bit for me is that it's going to happen during Conquest, so I'm going to be doing... Let's get this right. My normal refreshes would be 150 on normal energy, 300 on Cantina, and then 300 between mod and ships. Add in then that I do 450 in Conquest. That then demands that I at least try and do extra refreshes on those nodes to try and get the additive benefit. If I... Actually, saying that, I don't need them for this. Like, I'll actually go back on here, I don't need them, so I can actually just chill a little bit. Unless there's, like, I don't know, car attack or something for bonuses. But if it was just the shards, I don't need to do them. But if they're giving, like, bonuses like Zetas or Omicron, some weird stuff like that, then cool, I'll go for it. But if it's just character shards, then I don't need them here. Alright. It's alright, I haven't actually seen the I can't remember what they've said they're going to be, so I realised I'm not really speaking with authority. Would have been nice to get the assist there, Slacker. Yeah, that's when it feels like it hurts as well, when there's no GAC incoming. You're kind of begging for him to just chime in a bit. I've just realised I was blaming Slacker for not assisting and Bush was there. Sorry, Slacker, I was giving you a hard time for nothing there. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in that era of Star Wars. I've not read anything on it. The only knowledge I've got is from Jedi Survivor. So to me, it's quite interesting just seeing what was going on in that time period. Okay, nothing too backbreaking here. We've got Bam, we've got Sortie, we've got Mon Mothma, we've got Ewoks, and we've got Shaq. Bit different. Alright, so if I just bring this back over, we've got Iden for Mon Mothma. I think we can afford to do JML on... Ooh, do we want a JML there? Let's go backwards. Padme, Wrecker, GMY. I know it's a very niche team, but like I said before, I can always filter it down a bit. Malik Solo is still 85%. And Malgus is 100. So we just Malgus, don't we? There's nothing here that screams, oh yeah, you need Malgus for this. So we do that. We can do JML there, which is massive overkill. Wampa has failed a few times lately against Sortie, just not due to not being able to ramp up quick enough. So I think we just try something a bit safer there, like Bounty Hunters. We got Mon Mothma to take down Bam. Tuskens for the Ewoks. And actually, maybe we could actually, no, instead of Wampa, we can Malik the Shack. Okay, that all seems reasonable. Okay, so let's start on this. I know I got Dooku Kron. There we go. Mark and Doubt. Put Fear on the other two. Ability block, nice. Okay, Malgus had to counter because that's his kind of thing. Okay, I'm not particularly liking all this right now, but as long as Malgus can keep that taunt up, I think we're okay. So if he loses that taunt, I'm feeling a bit worried. Okay, a little bit better now. Okay. Hey up, Tass, how you doing? Just try and get through this front wall. Although, to be honest, I think the challenge is actually gone at this point. I think we're just doing a bit of cleaning at this point. How about yourself? How are you going on today? There we go, 54. Not particularly efficient, but I think that's okay. Next up is Finn. By the way, Tass, little by the by, and for anyone who doesn't know, Tass has actually got some YouTube videos with mod guides, and even though I haven't remodded with it in mind yet, I am keeping it in mind because I know you did one on Taran Malicos the other day, and yeah, I'm going to try and keep that in mind when I'm thinking about turn order and all that, so I don't know if you want to put a link to your channel in my chat for anyone who's not seen it, but I do recommend it because it was very well explained as far as how Taran's mechanics benefit the turn order, etc. So, yeah, I will just mention that. Okay. I think we should be okay here. I don't think we need Fulcrum or anything like that. Yeah, I feel really bad that he hasn't got... Like, he's only just today got his Omicron, or one of his Omicrons. So, he hasn't been able to do anything too impactful for me yet. But he's still pretty cool even at this level. I'm just hoping I can get more use out of him now he's got his second unique. So, let me see. Do we do this? That felt weird, actually, that Cal was going that quick. I don't know if that was a unique kicking in that I don't remember. Let's try that. Okay, I think we can put that on Seer for now. Okay, so Holdo and Zori have still got that buff thing. We haven't got 20 stacks here, we're nowhere near it, so... Yeah, I think we just do a basic for now. Just try and build those stacks up a little bit. I suppose we can do that, try and get the protection up down. There we go, that kind of did something. Buff immunity, that's actually pretty decent. Pop that on Seer again. Actually, we can actually go for Zori for a minute. Granted, it won't do what we need it to. Let's get all the buffs on. There we go. Okay, we're on 16 stacks, so I think I'm just getting basic for a minute. There we go, we're at 20 now, so we can actually start doing things. Can this be evaded? Can't be evaded, cool. Alright, I'm actually fine with that, we're looking okay now. And amongst all of this, the embarrassing thing for me is that I forgot that Taran can ignore taunt. Alright, we've got half the time limit remaining, so that's not bad. Yeah, definitely a bit of an awkward moment, that. I feel like we've still got time. If anything, it gives him a little bit more opportunity to get Holdo down, but it also feels like I'm running against the clock a little bit. Asteroid Mech Raid. Thank you very much. I'm going to say, I know YouTube doesn't have a raid function, but thank you for coming along, folks. Or at least if it does have a raid, I could do with knowing about it. Okay, let's do this. Hey, we got it. Cool. Alright. Let's work on Finn a minute. Okay, Riposte's doing work, that's great to see. Malikos goes. We can just smack Zori. We'll do the little hand wave thing. I love it when I get technical. Okay, we'll throw the rocks. Hello, Brandon. How you doing? Hey, Zori's gone. Cool. Everything's cool. Let's put that on Malikos because I believe that will actually increase his damage. I think. Alright, now I'm having my doubts. Oh, okay, thank you very much. I have actually seen live redirect on my panel. I haven't actually set it up yet, so I'll have to have a look at that. I think, if anything, because I don't really know exactly how to maximize it, if that makes any sense. Like, in case I'm sending people to like a channel that's not online. Okay, this looks like it could be a two-shot, but maybe? Cool, and then full auto. Let's just see if they can got their last knock-ins. Alright, sorry about that, folks. I was just trying to knock that out whilst beating the clock. Whew. That was a bit more sweaty than I intended it to be. Okay. So, for those of you wondering, let me go back a second. We've got no attack from our opponent. Yeah, plenty of time left. I don't know what I was fighting about, Mol. We got 657 on the board ourselves. Opponent hasn't attacked yet. This is what we've been facing. So we've taken down a Queen Amidala, a Jabba, a Leia, Starkiller, and a Revan comp. We've still got Mon Mothma, Sortie, Shakti, Bam, Chirpa, and we've got Padme Kron, Qui-Gon with Caloran, Rey, and Gigi. So a few interesting teams. Nothing too crazy, but still relatively interesting. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, sorry, Brandon, no worries, man. Go and say, I haven't actually uploaded a lot of content on my YouTube channel of late that's, like, not live streams, but hope to at some point again in the near future, so if you've subscribed, thank you very much. Same to any of you there. But yeah, as far as, like, the live redirect, I think that was the thing. I thought you had to set it up before the stream, so that was what was confusing me, because I thought, I don't know who's going to be on when I'm ending. So if you can actually set it up in the middle of the stream, that's cool. I thought it was a bit of a weird functionality, but I was guessing maybe it's like for people who like have people they know are going to be on, so they can piggyback on. But yeah, that is cool. Okay. Going to try and keep me game face on a little here, because I don't know about any of you guys, I feel like I need my crystals right now. Especially with Conquest coming up, and we've got some... Well, I'm saying Conquest, but I'm also thinking of the additive drops we were talking about, if there is any secondary benefit to them, if I can do them. So, yeah, we could do as many crystals as we can get. Alright, so GI 7th, 9th. I'll repeat what's been happening, that when you get all these crazy attacks out of turn, Qui-Gon dies a little too easily, so we need to be mindful, probably by getting Caloran down first. Not necessarily killing, but just getting him down. Let Anakin take a turn, essentially. So let's go over here. And I really don't want it Qui-Gon, so I'm actually going to go over here. And I'll actually do that. That's perfect. Okay. We will do that. And we'll do that. Ooh, okay, I was hoping for a little bit more there, but beggars can't be choosers. Basic. All done. 4 stacks, we'll take that. And basic to get rid. Oh, no, I was being a little bit greedy there, thinking that would be a kill shot. I'm happy. 56. Okay, I mean, if anything, that's what I need to work out. Sorry, that's something I can just set up. Here we go. I can just get my YouTube panel up here. Like, ever since Twitch allowed multi-streaming, I've been doing it that way. But yeah, it's actually quite interesting seeing it on the YouTube side, because I've like this joint chat panel here, you know, so it's pretty good for me as far as being able to see where people are talking from. But it doesn't like have specialist functionality, so it's pretty nice being able to see it on the YouTube side. And I think it's over here. Maybe not. Oh, hang on, there we go. Ad redirect. There we go, I can see it. Then there we go, I can search for other channels. That's cool, that. Alright. That is pretty cool. Alright, just gonna get my head back on. Like I say, I get distracted so easily. I'm like a thing with a shiny toy in front of me, a cat with a shiny toy. So, we got the Raid Crom. This is the one I'm feeling very cautious about, because I think we all know Palpatine and Starkiller have not had a fun time against Rey of late. My hope is that we've just got enough in the bank here to actually get through it. There isn't anything here that screams, this is a good Cron. You know, like, I don't need another First Order Crom. We're not going to be using any of that. So, arguably, I can use that. That's 102% armor pen, 8.7 offense. We get slightly more offense there for less armor pen, so not a great trade. I don't think there's anything that are on the Jedi Crons that would be more beneficial. If that was Dark Side, that'd be tempting for the health. And it's got offense. Ooh. That's kind of tempting again, Alpha and Offense, which is what I'm after, but the level 3 is absolutely terrible for what I'm wanting. Yeah, I think we go for the Slacker Cron. It's not perfect, but you know what, actually, I'm changing the plan. I don't like changing it at this point because it feels very reactionary. But I'm thinking we do Master Luke, because I was going to waste him on GG. And I'm thinking, let's use Master Luke. We can put on a Cron that I'm pretty sure has got anti-revive. There we go, we can use an anti-revive Cron. It's got touch of protection, it's not great, but something. Maybe we do Cal and Raven. I might have... I've got a Crom with more protection, but I don't have a anti-revive Crom with more protection. My thoughts are making it easy to deal with Ben and Ray. Because we can get an insta-kill with Cal on Ben. And then even if it goes to pot, we've still got Starkiller to clean up. Yeah, I think we do that. Capital T for think. Okay, we're not going to use Mark or anything like that for now, so we'll just call the assist with Cal. Swap that back to Raven. We can then swap to Cal. We can basic. We can put some armor shred over here. We'll call Cal. Basic again. Swap with Raven. That was probably inefficient now I think about it. I probably could have gone for... Actually, no, they were both pretty full on turn meter, so I don't think it made too much of a difference. Oof. Okay, we'll do that instead. Okay, so we just need stand tall for a turn, really. Pass that to Raven. Pass that to Luke. Okay, here comes the ult. Okay. We're all good. Okay, I'm fine with that. That seems a fair trade. Let's do that. Get armor shred on Ray. Alright, and that should be Ben gone. Like, I know it wasn't on the Jedi turn, but yeah, I didn't think he would come back at this point. Okay, so ult, we do that. Pass to Luke again. I'm going mass assist, but it's purely just to try and... actually, I don't even know what that was for. In my head, I got JKR lead, I'll be honest. Okay, so speak of the devil, he's gone now. Okay, so I don't think there was much I could have done there from thinking it through. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. You're gonna have to hang in here with me, Cal. Yeah, pass that to Luke. Ooh. Okay. Okay. 51. I think I'll take that. I mean, that was pretty smooth as far as not having to deal with the whack-a-mole situation with Ben and Ray. So, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That was a decent few moment. I said it before, I've got Night Sisters in my head here, but it feels wrong. Saying that, have I got Give Me? Yeah, I've got Give Me. Yeah, I've got Rogue One. Go on, we'll throw them in. Yeah, Baze is just hitting me with these crons right now. I've gone up to Relic 5 and it's like, couldn't I have done that a couple of days ago? I'm always a couple of days behind locking. Tuscans, I penciled in for Ewoks of all things, so they will be on show at least, Liam. Okay. That'll cleanse the target locks. Temporarily at least. Okay, past Adrad. Just basic. Alright, that could get B2. No, apparently not. I mean, you gotta love how they keep going for Jin. They're very optimistic, aren't they? I'm going to say, is that what you've had for your breakfast, Chris? Alright, I didn't want Baze to go, so bring him back. Yeah, it just sounds like it a bit. Okay. Let's do that. Basic. GG, you're just not getting my message, are you? Which one will recover more for us? It's going to be the call, isn't it? Yeah. It's only a little bit, but something. I would say he's like half an octopus. Alright, we've got the levy waiting for us. Okay. Let's send the Tuscans in. If CLS is down, I feel like I always have a good home for the Tuscans on offense, but that doesn't always happen. So I kind of have to wing it and find uses for them. Okay, I thought they might regret that. You know what? Nisa? Have that, please. Oh, you cheeky git. I say, Nisa with the... I'm guessing it was Foresight, because I don't know what else blocks that. Except for bad RNG. Alright, let's just let these dots do some work. I mean, 11 there, that should be enough to get some work done. We're still on cooldown, so we'll just do the special there. There we go, Wicked's down. He saw sense. He thought, no, I'm getting hurt a bit here. I'm out. That's it. Wave your stick. I think it would entirely depend on whose home turf it was. I think if it was the Tuscans, you'd give it to the Tuscans. If it was the Ewoks, you'd give it to the Ewoks. If it was neutral territory, I'd say whoever can adapt best to it. Which actually I probably will give to the Ewoks. I think the Ewoks could probably create something quickly. I was going to say, I think you'd need... If you've seen an episode of Futurama where Bender just clones himself like until he's like the size of an atom, I think you'd need that many. Alright, 14 dots, that should be enough. There we go. Alright, a few banners drop, but 56 is still solid. Well, actually, a few banners, it was a banner. Mon Mothma next. What's everyone thinking about Luthien, by the way? I feel like I haven't heard too much chatter about it other than it's a bit confusing. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to him. I've said it's probably the first one that I'm going to really push hard to get working, fit and firing, you know, out the gate. I feel like a lot of chases, not chases, conquest units, I'm like, okay, I'll get them done eventually, you know, whereas I think this one's one where I'll be like, alright, can I actually get some gear saved ahead of time?
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Okay, let's do that. We could really do with getting him out while he's in poop stance. I don't think we've got enough oomph here though. Okay, Queel. This actually makes me think, yeah, I could do with taking this off defense on my free-to-play. I mean, everyone's probably got a Mon Mothma team. At least at my level. So it's like, I do realise I've probably been setting something that's like a clean 57 for a while now. A lot of the time it's needs must, with just like, okay, I've put BAM down because it's just something I can spare, but if it's not holding, it's not doing anything. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I don't know if them sound alerts played. I didn't actually hear them. Okay, send a droid. And let's try and get an assist over there. Cool. There is a stagger on Mon, so we'll throw the grenade. Just basic on Kyle, and let's do that. Cool. Okay, so that will probably cleanse Kara, fair dues. Should be a counter. And bye-bye. Alright, time for Malak to have a bit of a chow down. Don't forget to lift the Jewel Guard. This feels like a, I don't know, a 2020 defense in some ways. It's like something you kind of don't see a lot of. Like Shakti's kind of become glued to Padme and Gideon in my eyes. It's weird seeing it with the clones. I'm saying 2020 as if I haven't set it probably in the last 12 months. Or even the last 6 months. It's just amazing how some things sort of fade fast. Okay, clean 59. Do we go for Wampa? I mean, look at all these things I've got. We haven't used Starkill, we haven't used Bounty Hunters. JKL. It's a lot. think the bounty hunters would secure it. I mean, there's not going to be a contract they can't complete. Okay, we've got 2 taunts, so choose your target, I guess. Saying that, is it BB-8 that's got the contract? Yeah, let's go over there. Get the taunt up. Let's pop that there. Yeah, Bosca's going to take a bit of punishment here. Alright, we're going to need to land those daisies, I think. I find it quite interesting that BB-8 at Relic 7 is considered the weakest. Yeah, I thought that could happen, but it's got rid of one of them. Keep hitting the target with the daze, then we're not getting countered, we're not taking extra damage, if you like. That's just bonus. And goodbye, Sortie. Alright, we should be all good. Probably not the best thing to hit as Chopper, if I'm being honest. Yeah, clean 57. We could have possibly got 59 with Wampa, but for 2 banners it didn't seem worth risking it. Oh, cool. Okay, so ships. Can I actually click on the button? Leviathan, Negotiator, Radis. Okay. It's one of those where I have to just map it in my head very briefly. It's like, okay, what's the order of the day? And this was what we decided. Okay, so special. We have got a thermal on the TIE Fighter, just worth keeping a note on it. TIE Defender. Flyby. RNG point. Do we get the kill? No. Alright, they really wanted Scythe then. Like, that wasn't really funny. Oh, man. This is brutal. Yeah, I'm dead here. That was brutal. I don't think I've ever had the Leviathan swarm me like that. Okay, Sopper. Bye. little taken aback by the bathroom break, but GG's. Okay, so we got these three. And I think we put bigs in because we haven't got the Mark 6 because that's on defense. So this is the way we go about it. Yeah. Let's go for it. Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't watch the game last night. I thought, you know, if we win, it's just going to be a case of, yeah, fine. If we lose, it's going to be a load of drama. So I thought, I'm not bothering with it. I'm just going to wait until the first game of the Euros. Just see how we are then. Same with the last one, to be honest. I didn't really pay much note to that. You know, people were sort of saying, oh, Eze is great. He's got a start. And I'm like, it's a friendly. You know, give me a chance. I could possibly play well in a friendly. Possibly. I'm not saying it's likely, but we're talking like a millionth of a percent chance. It is possible. Okay, so this will cleanse Outrider. 4 bombs, not good. Alright, everyone's got foresight, so I'm just getting rid of it. I don't want to be missing my attacks. That takes us to 81. Pass a turn. I don't think we get the ult. I think we're shy. Oh, we got it. Cool. I was not expecting it, so that's a bonus. We've still got a job on to get Negotiator out, but this is a big thing. A drop against Leviathan and still, in theory, clearing it is massive. Can we go over there a minute? That's kind of irritating now, them bombs still stack despite Leviathan being gone. I mean, look at that! Yeah, I'm dead there. No wonder. I've got a wiggle because I need to survive. Right, we'll do that. And honestly, I think we just base it because we need to try and get some damage out. Ooh. Are the bombs on? No, okay. Hopefully I've got the wiggle. Cool, we needed that wiggle. You know what? I'm getting rid of that. Put that back there. Alright, my concern is now, I think 1v1, we don't win this. It's got 44 stacks, I just don't think I've got enough to do it. So we're going to need a third battle to clean this up. I'm trying to think what we're going to use against Negotiator. Because with Marauder especially, that is rough. You know what? I've just realised my chat on here decided not to keep updating again, so let me refresh. Stanley Cup Finals the only important sport match right now? I'm trying to think what Stanley Cup is. I feel I should know that. Is it rugby? Hockey. Oh, miles out. Hope you're doing alright, by the way, Art Trooper. Okay. This is not great, but I'm thinking with Malevolence Negotiator. We're not going one-shot, I suspect, but hopefully it gets us into a one-shot position. Sorry, two-shot position. So, if we go Separatist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That drop was not ideal because it was pretty clean at that point. We went Empire on Leviathan, Profundity on Negotiator, and then I honestly don't know exactly for this Radis fleet at the end, but there was going to be something. Whereas now it's just absolute carnage. So Annie stealths, fair play. Oh no, he didn't stealth there. Okay. Interesting choice from the AI. We do get a turn. Sorry, I didn't realise the ad break was coming, for those of you missing it. Alright. Not a lot going on there, sadly. Can we get a good pull here? No, we just pulled a dud. Like, getting Anakin then would have been an absolute golden pull. Go on, we might as well hit him. Not very useful, but we might as well. Alright, Sunfac down. Original Vulture down. Oh, no, not the original, it was a summon. Ooh. Yeah, we're not in a good position here. Oof. Just get Anakin. Okay. It's clean upable. Oof, wow, that was absolutely brutal. I mean, feel free to take out the Vulture. Yeah, I'm going to say you can have the Vulture. It means I get me ult. Go on, have that. And that. Ugh. Yeah. I mean... Man, oh man, oh man. Okay. I feel like I'm really dividing up very poor fleets at this point. What do I need to take out? I need to take out Plo, Marauder, and Consular. And it doesn't look like there's an extra reinforcement, so it's just those three. I think this might be okay. You know what Thought did, though. Right, turn meter up. Wow, that was non-existent damage. I mean, I'd put Hunted out, but I think what's the point? I mean, I know it's got a crit immunity, but damn. Go on, we'll bring in Special Forces. Dots give us speed, so we like them. To my knowledge, we've still got... Yep, we've got advantage and crit damage, so we'll just base it for now. Yeah, I'll do that even though I don't really think there's much benefit to it. We'll just basic. Right, we got a little heal there. Oof, okay. Bye-bye Special Forces. Alright, turn me up again. Right, come on. One down. Okay, pass turn over there. Get a stun. Call the assist. Right, they haven't got any crit avoidance, so we're going to do that. Oh, okay, that's the Savior, I think we'll call it. Probably inaccurate, but I'm calling it that for now. Wow. Okay, I thought we got you that time. I know we won't get you, but at least then they're both under stealth. Finally got the git. Oof. Okay, thank God for that. 36. We got a fleet down. Okay. My thoughts are we're going to try and mirror. We probably lose the mirror, but hopefully we can get enough down that we can clean up. That's the hope. We haven't got any advantages, so this probably turns into an RNG round. Let's just check. My mods are not special on Holdo. How are theirs? They have got Zeta, so that'll put it straight ahead. Okay. Can't knock it. I don't know if it's better going first or second though. I suppose the easy answer is first so that you can knock them out. Okay, I think that was an evade. Okay, so we lose BTR. We lose the bomber here. Oof, wow. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get a load of evades here, but we got their bomber out. Oh, wow. Okay, can we hit that? Yeah. Down. Okay. I think that just shows the importance of having either a Zeta or good mods on hold, though, because them going first just meant they could control this entire thing. I'm going to do that, even though I don't think it's worth it. Wow, okay. Okay, they lose the Radis as well, so I can live with that. We did actually force them to alters. Man, this is absolutely filthy though. I mean, if I put in a rebel fleet now just to clean this up effectively. Who have we got left to take down that other one? We can do some Galactic Republic shenanigans, so I'm actually okay. I'm not in that bad position, but this is really dragged out. I mean, this is like 2 to 3 on per fleet. All because of Chimaera losing. Foresights are bound, so just do that. Come on, could just get rid of Ray. Okay, didn't need all the reinforcements. Alright, and clean up with this. So, Galactic Republic focus, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should be more than enough. If not, we have still got Exacatrix, but please don't make me use Exacatrix. I wouldn't mind how efficient I've been. It feels like a gut punch to have dropped so many battles like this. Alright, Ding Dong, they're dead. 1985. That's a gut punch. Honestly, after those 3 walls, and I was feeling really confident, to then get 1985 because of that. Oh. I mean, honestly, it wasn't a bad fleet wall, by the way. It was a horrendous 322, but man, oh man, 1985, that is absolutely horrendous. I've just got to hope they drop. It's as simple as that. If they don't drop, yeah. Gut punch. Absolute gut punch. Okay, let's go over here. Right, let's get Crimson up. Oh god, it was a horrendous start. It was horrendous. It's alright, I was just looking to see who was online on YouTube, because I was thinking, can I set this redirect up? And it looks like I can set it up to go to someone if I know them, so... weird. It's saying choose a specific video though. Do I need to alter things? Yeah, people can redirect to me. I don't know, maybe there's some limitations. I'll have to have a look at it another time. It looks like it should be straightforward, but for whatever reason, it's not making it straightforward. Very strange. Alright, Crimson's up, so let's have a look at it. Okay, last round we did get a loss. Karmaram. Essentially, I got blocked by Ray and Jabba. So they had a very simple job to do. Front wall was very efficient. Back wall, I assume, was efficient. Yeah, all one battles here. So yeah, once it got to this point, they just had to knock a few things down. They took 6 attempts on Finn Zori, so well done Finn for holding. But everything else they one-shot, so yeah, we're okay. Yeah, I haven't forgotten drafts, don't worry. Alright, so Galen, let's do the compare.
Your lightsabers will make a fine addition to my collection.
Okay, so quite a bit of GP difference here, 1.4. 64 Zetas between us. I've got a little lead on Omicrons, so that's pretty nice. I've got a bit of relic disadvantage, although I have got Datacron advantage, so I don't really know exactly if that's a good thing. I mean, obviously more Datacrons is good, but if you've got the less relics, it's less teams to put them on, I guess, so it's better to have them than not, I suppose. 6 stop mods, yep, okay, we're behind. Same with the 15s, but we are ahead on the 20 and 25, so we get better. GL count, they've got them all, so our available options here are JMK, JML, C, Ray, and Supreme Leader Kylo. The high value targets, they've got Afra and they've got Cal. As mentioned, we do have Bane, but he's gear 12 at present. He was gear 10, I think, at lock-in, so not really usable. And as for ships, they do have Leviathan, I do not. Okay, they've scored 923. Let's see what they've done. Okay, Finn got holds again, that's nice to see. So 3 attempts there. One's on Asajj, Qui-Gon, Phasma, and Maul. I recognise my face cam's kind of in the way, but short of putting my face cam in the middle of the screen, there's not a lot I can do here. Maybe up here? Maybe that's better? Or... no, because whichever way it kind of blocks it. There isn't a good place for my head. So, yeah, let's put it back down here, I guess. Let's go down here. They haven't hit this wall. Okay. Bit of a surprise. I thought they might have got held up, but apparently not. They tripped up on my mace fleet. That's actually quite nice. I know that that one could be annoying defensively, so it's nice to see it did trip someone up. Alright, let's see what they put down. Jabba, Starkiller, Adrad. Qui-Gon without the Qui-Gon things. And Ray Holdo Ben. Interesting. Down here we've got Iden, Leia, Afra, Bastila, JML, JKR, And Lord Vader, Tarkin, and Thrawn. I honestly don't know what to say about that. Yeah, that looks about the same to me. Malgus could be a surprise at the bat, but I think everything else is pretty much fair game. So... let's get Swagger GG up. Lord Vader, where are you, man? There you are. Alright, you were given Thrawn. Am I right? But you were given Tarkin. Tarkin isn't usually on my bingo card for a Lord Vader comp. I'm genuinely curious if anyone's tried Sidious on this. 0% win rate. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, with Fracture it does make sense, but I was just kind of curious if anyone had tried something cheesy like that. It's no big deal. We got JMK, but yeah, it's weird. Okay, so next one. Again, I have never seen this lineup. As far as why you would do it, I don't know. Sidious has a 78% win rate there. Yeah, we could do see what. Just... it's like an embarrassment of riches in that regard. But I'm kind of inclined to try Sidious. Because we've got 1, 2, 3 more GLs, so we could do Boxing Clever. Because ideally I'd like to do... oh, actually saying that, we could use JKL on Malgus, so we haven't got to be too cheap. So maybe we play the safer option with Sidious and go for Starkiller. We do C on that. I know the gist of that battle... well, I'm going to say that. No. I was just going to say the gist of that battle is that you let C ramp up, but now I think about it, that's with what? There might be a benefit of letting him ramp a bit anyway, but you don't necessarily have to. We've got Wampa for that. Yeah, I stole on the raid a bit. You see, I actually think I need to spread my GLs out better. So... oh, man, this is awkward. We've got JML, we've got Slacker, we've got C available. So... you see, I'm wary of Jabba. I feel like Jabba needs Slacker. I feel like that's just the must. But after that, I don't feel comfortable with... oh, saying that maybe JML could do Lord Vader. Yeah, maybe we do it that way. So, JMK could do Leia. JML can do Lord Vader. We do Sidious on Bastila JML. If we can afford it, I want to do Sion Malgus. I just think banner-wise it's worth it. If we can't afford it, we've got options. We've got Iden for Mon Mothma. It's all assuming this is the battle, obviously. We've got CLS for Starkiller. We've got Starkiller for Ray. I think we did Admiral Radis, not Admiral Radis. Admiral Trench on Admiral Radis. This is really just putting me in a very funky spot. I'm really trying to think through what I'm wanting to do. Because there's a lot of these teams that I'm not too worried about. I mean, them three at the back are like, bleh. So, I mean, I'll put Grand Inquisitor there for giggles, I guess, and then it's, I don't know. I haven't got Maul available at the moment. It's more like that. That and that. I mean, honestly, I'm just throwing them down. It probably won't be those three, but Afra's kind of the weird one. I'm thinking maybe we do that, but that then means we haven't really got a team there. I suppose we could try it. Boss One, thank you for the follow. Hello there. I think we do go for try. I'm in an hour and a lot here, I know. I think maybe swap these around in principle. I haven't seen a thing that makes me think Trey can take down Starkiller. Let's have a look at it. Emperor, Starkiller, Emperor, Mar, and Starkiller, and then no Crons. 68.17% win rate. Yeah, that's not high. Although saying that, CLS is less. So maybe it is worth swapping them around. But man, that's one I've not tried before. Whereas I think Sidious could do that and Trey could do that. Very weird. Okay. We'll go. Oh, no. I didn't mean close that, you donkey. Okay. Let's go here. Let's crack on with it. Let's get some teams down. And I'm just going to hope I don't regret some of these choices, because this feels like really prime for regret at the moment. I know it says that we've got Scout Trooper there, and it's like, oh, Scout Trooper doesn't like Wampa. Well, hopefully Wampa doesn't care. Let's just get you. And we'll roar again. Let's just smash the ground. Yeah, 68. So, Leia. Leia. 100% offense. Alright, pass that to Kenobi. Oh, did I just call? Yeah, I did. Oh well. This won't do too much, so we'll just do the basic. Alright, make sure we click on JMK this time. And we are going to call this because we've all got buffs, so let's maximise it a bit. Ow. Let's just protect Cat a little bit. She's not like she is with the normal teams, but still, we don't want to lose her. Let's pass that there. Okay, healing immunity is definitely worthwhile there. Here comes the ult though. Right, we're not dead. All positives. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, okay. Whew. Ooh. Yeah, let's just top up Cat again. Okay. The big bad Drogon's gone. Ugh. Okay, so we are going to have an insta-kill in a minute. R2, would you be a dear and just not go into stealth in the next turn or two? That'd be really kind of you. Alright, bye-bye R2. That was very kind of R2. We need to give him a round of applause, folks. Ugh, okay. We lose one. Oof. I mean, I've got the ultimate, so I'll use it. Okay, 54 in the end. I mean, I'll take it, but that was not clean. Next up, JML. I think we'll be fine. We don't need any anti-revive stuff, so we can afford to put Mace's Chron on. A little bit of a shame because it means Mace won't be able to use it, but you don't really need it. Okay. Oh, I thought I clicked on it. I was wondering why it wasn't attacking. Again, Hoda. Okay, so those sides were useless as wet wipes. Let's pass that there. Pass that to Hoda. And again. Increase cooldowns, and we'll pass that to Luke. It'd be nice if we could get a heal in with Hoda. I don't think we will. No. 56 is still decent. Okay, this is now Sketchy Town again. Fasten your seatbelts, folks. This is going to be glorious or embarrassing. I don't think there's much middle room. Oh, it makes total sense. The pacifist wins. Alright, 4 dots on JKR. It's a bit unfortunate we couldn't get the 5. Ooh, lovely. That's it. Deed. I do love that they gave us Secrets and Shadows Sidious. Like, even for a couple of months, it's worth it. You know what I mean? I can actually endorse a Datacron like this just for the fun of it. The rest of the game is absolutely useless, so for 4 months, this is actually decent. It's where I'm sad I haven't got to my main. And I wasn't going to take him up to Relic 7 for you know, just for this, you know. I'm not as near C, so it'd have been a complete distraction, but it's a shame. Okay, I'd like to think have we passed the protection up yet or not? I can't tell. Yeah, still got it. 4 dots. I think, yeah, we've passed protection up for sure now. I mean, I'm pretty sure we couldn't kill him anyway, but just nice to know if we're making progress or not. It's amazing, really, people are leaving JML on defense with this Kron around. Yeah, I mean, a 59 against a Galactic Legend. I'm not complaining, it's just mental. 1, 2, 3. Armor pen. Go on, I can spare that. Okay, so we will stun Afra just so she doesn't take a turn straight out the gate. Can we reduce your cooldowns as well? We really need Murder Droid 1 out, but we also need to make sure Afra doesn't take a turn anytime soon. There we go. This also pretty much confirms why I like them on offense. Okay. I know what the fair comment's about. Is this? Oh yeah, you're talking about what do you call it? The Welcome to Wrexham. I mean, I found it strange just as far as were they the only team that celebrated like that? You know, I mean, surely Wrexham have had a few of them at their ground this season. I just thought, really, you're picking them out of all of them. Yeah, so as predicted, Malgus, Dash, Momothma, Crew, and Bad Batch, so no surprises. Let's just hope everything else goes to plan. Jab Jab, we need Slacker. Yeah, I mean, I think that was the thing. I wasn't necessarily saying, would you like him after watching this? It was more like things that you didn't see at Bolton. Does it give you like an insight into what he would have been like at Bolton, if that makes any sense? It's like if, say, this was about Mark Hughes, I'd be thinking, right, I'd be getting an insight into what Mark Hughes was like as a manager without seeing it at Stoke. Do you know what I mean? That's a fair point. Granted, I did watch this last week, so I couldn't remember the actual context of it. Alright, well, let's get a Cron on. I think this might be the one for the Darkside Max Health Armor Pen. It's like I said before, I think it was used more to try and fire the players up. Give them just that nudge, especially after they've been on the bad run of form. I can get why you do it. I mean, they shouldn't need firing up, I think that's a problem in itself, but if they are in that place, I can understand trying to light a fire. Okay, he'll still come back, but that's not the worst thing. Alright. That's unfortunate timing. Okay, nice one, Bush down. I know that we got a whole bunch of new characters, I'm assuming, to come out before the next set's, you know, even being thought about. But I can't help but wonder what the next, what the next factions are going to be, because I'm assuming we're going to loop around again to something we've had not that long ago. I mean, maybe it's going to be Rebels? Rebel Fighters? Just so Luthen's got a Cron? Yeah, I do like them both. I mean, I'm curious. You always wonder, don't you? It's like anything in the media. Someone, like, they're putting something out into the media, and it's like, you can't help but think they're not going to put something that makes them look bad. So it is one of them things where you have to take a lot of things at face value, but they do come across as likeable people. I think the question mark is always along the lines of how much of it is genuine and how much of it is for the camera. And you'd like to think more of it is genuine. I mean, you hear about Ryan Reynolds and he's got anxiety as far as a lot of what you see is a front. I think he spoke about it a while ago, but he did mention it again recently with an interview with Hugh Jackman. You know, I think I have respect for him for sort of just essentially acting on the job, or off the job, if you like. You know, putting the front out to let people think he's more comfortable in these situations than he really is. You know, give him respect for that, because, you know, it's not that he should do it, but the fact he does, he feels more comfortable doing that. I respect it. Can't make his life easier, you know. But yeah, I would agree on Rebel Fighters being part of the next Cron set. I think they just make a lot of sense with Luthen. But yeah, I think this is what's going to happen every time. You can't help but look at the sets and think, well, what is next? Yeah, I mean, I hope it isn't enough that they can't essentially still operate it. You know, I hope it's just... how do I phrase it? If they do put money in, I hope that it's worth the money they put in, if that makes sense. You know, it's... because you can say they lose money, but I think... as long as it isn't a bad loss. Because you think they've put a good story out there as well for people, you know, like hoping that their football club could get some support like this. It'd be a shame if it became a cautionary tale, is my thought process. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at that. I mean, I think one thing I've been hearing a lot during this season has been the idea of they feel expectations on them have been a little too high. And I could agree with that. I think it does feel like maybe they're trying to say to people, hang about, we were a conference club, you know, a year or so ago, we're only League One now, everyone just chill a bit. You know, and I actually respect that again. It's like, people can get a little too excited. Yeah, I do think the fact that they're quite big in America right now is going to be a big plus for them. I think if they get to the championship, it'd be massive. I don't know if I've isolated the wrong... okay, that didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. Yeah, I isolated the wrong one. My thought process was, can I interrupt the chain of assists, but I should have gone for Palpatine. But I am getting him out, so it will be fine. Alright, suck. No, I'm thinking about before when they took over, not necessarily when they got the money in there, do you know what I mean? When I was saying that about they were a conference club, I'm not talking about like with Robin Ryan's budgets. I'm just saying before that they were like really low down. I think that's where they try and introduce expectations as far as, you know, we are still building. You know, we aren't the finished article yet. Yeah, I mean, and I do get it. Why people have got that conclusion in their head as far as, oh, you know, they should be doing better already, and I'm like, just give them a bit more time. I mean, you think about some of the players that they've got in the squad, they were like big names in the Conference or League 2. Eventually, they're going to become very small names in League 1 and Championship, so it's going to take quite a bit of squad adjustment to get them competitive in those two divisions. Right, this isn't the Holdocron, it's the Raycron, so we are going to have to kill her twice, but hopefully that won't be the biggest problem here. Yeah, and it's not a level 6 tenacity. Okay, one. Come on, Ray, there you go, you got your ult. All be fine and dandy. Hey up, Starsat. We're just winging this GAC. How are you getting on? I did say winging, by the way. I'm not sure if I'm winning, but I'm winging. Let's do that. Had a great easy round, nice one. I feel like I feel like my fleet really bummed my timing round. I'm on Crimson here, and yeah, fleet really got me. I'm like, It took 8 battles to clear the fleet wall, and I'm sure you'll agree that shouldn't really happen. Just bad RNG, but was a bit of a bummer. Ooh, wow! What? Okay, that was sad. I'm sad. Well, Ben's not coming back. That's a plus. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna say I felt like I got enough in the end. It was just mapping it all out, make sure I didn't drop a battle when I didn't need to. It all started just because of Chimaera. I tried Chimaera vs Leviathan and I just got terrible RNG, so I had to adapt essentially. I mean, we got through it. It was just horrible. I'm going for the wrong target here, aren't I? I should be going for Jolie, because he'll just bring Ayla back. Alright, basic. Really, Ayla? Is that all you've got? Even with the buffs, you weren't even getting buffs, were you, because of Jolie? He was not helping you. Okay, we've got an Executor lurking back there. Sif Eternal, your timer's here. Go and get me a 58. By the way, HK with Malgus. Discuss. I've got this image in my head of Papa Palps here, just listening to this song with his, oh, I don't know what you call this thing off the top of my head, but just listening to some like techno music, and this is like him doing his DJing with his hands. So he's just got his turntable in the air. Alright. Time to die. $58. Nice and easy. Now, I put Savage down for dash, but that's a no-no. Hey up, Aranya. How you doing? Ooh, that's a very bad batch. Surely. Like, that's the baddest of batches. It's sad batch. It's a bit awkward when people don't attack, isn't it? But when you want them to. A lot of the time, if you're like me, you're like, please don't attack. I don't really want to be dealing with you today. Maybe that's what's happened, they're like, maybe they don't want me to attack, I'm just going to leave it. Just go first! Rip the band-aid off! I'll even go as far as say don't be chicken. I'm gonna say I'm just a massive endorser of going first. Or at least trying to go first, you know what I mean? It's like my streams, I tend to go in the middle, if you like, as far as some will attack before me, some will attack after me, but honestly, if I could stream more at night, I would. Yeah, he might. I'm not saying he's wrong, but I'm just saying that I like going first. I'd like it just to stop people having this mentality of first or second. This is a really weird one. See, Malik's kind of giving me goo-goo eyes there, saying use me, use me, use me. But I think we do Rogue One. We got Jin, we got SRP somewhere down here. That should be alright. I mean, if I can get past crew, that is going to be a lot of exposes. Okay, I said crew, but I did also mean First Order Stormtrooper because, yeah, there's 2 tanks on the field that I was totally aware about. All that song and dance, and Adrad just goes, alright, we're done here. I love it. Oh man. Absolutely love it. Aiden, do you want to get an ear duck? 1, 2, 3. I would assume that they're not heavy players. I would assume. Either that or they forgot to change the defense properly. It's usually 1 or 2 things like that. Yeah, there's the revive. $57. Oh, you gotta love Lando saying AoE. Oh crap. Alright, we're gonna have an ad break in a second. So I'm gonna run it now just to get it out of the way, so let's do it. Is my opponent stuck? I don't think so. They haven't attacked anything. They did go over here, but that's about it. Why not? She's Ufu. She's light side. How I view it, she's got that little bit of mayhem if she gets a revive. If I'm right, she gives Death Pen up, which I'm imagining Ben would like. Although saying that, he's not defense penetration, is he? It's not, well, it's not armor pen he'd want, it'd be resistance penetration. I wouldn't say I've got better options that I want to put in there. So like I say, it's not like she doesn't benefit, you know. Yeah, as well, that's the bit I kind of like. You know, I've got the Ray Kron, so it gives a revive anyway. But just supposing you don't deal with her, she could end up bringing Ray back again a 3rd time. I do need to take that off defense though. Even though they're all R7, it's feeling like a waste. It's just choosing something that is suitable to replace it with. Okay, let's get Adrad in. Uno, dos, tres, and let's go. I was expecting a lot more from this opponent, I'll be honest. Before I actually looked at the board, I'd seen the compare and I was like, okay, this guy's got a lot on me, you know, in a lot of key areas, so I thought he's going to really put up a challenge for me. And granted, he did put GLs down, but other than that, he didn't really have a lot to threaten me with. Not to mention he was doing some weird comps that, by Caliber 2, you should know not to do. Like doing Qui-Gon with Jolie, you know, that's just a big, massive no-no. It's just things that you think, come on, if you... I was expecting a bit more, you know. As far as me getting a win, I'm not complaining. I'd rather a win than a tough round that I lose, but... It's just a surprise is all. I mean, maybe, but how long Qui-Gon's army's been in the game, you should know it doesn't. Alright, Negotiator. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And... wow, that's a dopey move if I've ever seen one. I didn't even see that when I was going into the squad select. Man, oh man. Yeah, this is just... it's sad. It's like the Malik team at the back. In theory, that's got something that could really trip someone up, because it's like, oh, you know, what am I going to do with Malik? But then it's got HK in there, and you're like, HK is just not built to work with Malgus. Just put any Sith with him and it'd be much better. And I do feel bad, because it's like, someone from one of Crimson's opponents actually commented on one of my videos today saying, I didn't realise you streamed, you know, it was like reaching out to me kind of thing, and I'm like, oh, it's nice to see you kind of thing, and it's where I'm always wary of, like, really slamming opponents just in case, you know, they genuinely don't know what certain things are. But on the flip side, I'm like, come on, you really should know these things. I don't mean in a condescending way, it's just... especially like if you're in Kyber 2, there's a point when you've seen a lot of people use certain teams. Like, you know, Qui-Gon, you should know that Anakin's always in there, and usually in 3v3 it's usually Kiadi or Mace. You should have a gist for the comp, so it's like, come on, just... unless you're really trying to theory craft on Yona, I don't get why you would make calls like that. Exactly. It's only because I don't want to come across as condescending I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't blame anyone for reaching out in that manner, because I think it's one of those where it can only benefit people. But I just know there are some people who take it the wrong way, even if it was meant to with good intention. I mean, that was a good score there, I think, 2072. And Galen, I just honestly don't know what you did here, man. I mean, I'm saying this because on the off chance you're on YouTube, you see me video for this, it's like, just so many odd choices. I mean, that is just a weird team. If you're going to Bastila JML, which I wouldn't, but if you're going to pop Watt in there, or even Hoda isn't going to be great, but, you know, at least it's something. I wouldn't put Tarkin with Lord Vader. you know, you're really missing out on Maul there. Said already, HK there doesn't make sense. If you're going to do more Mothma, I'd try Hoth Rebel Scout. Lando's just not good there. I mean, you kind of saw it. I blew Lando up on a counter. I mean, that's kind of okay. If anything, I was a little concerned when it came to Adrad as far as would I be able to get through it. Well, eventually it was just a one-shot. But if that was JKL Hoda, which was my first intention there, that'd have been so easy. It'd have been unreal. It's not a bad comp, but it's just kind of a waste of 2 tanks, if we're being honest, even if you got Night Sisters or something else. And then Bad Batch on defense again, you haven't got Echo, so it's like, ugh. I know I'm ripping this guy apart, and I don't mean to, it's just, it's frustrating when you see someone that's got a decent roster and they aren't utilising it well. I mean, Qui-Gon with Jolie, that's just criminal. Cheers, Starsight. I mean, honestly, I just feel bad for that guy. Like I say, it looks like I've got a win. I'm glad about it. I'm not, you know, poo-pooing on me on good score, but it's like, it's not nice that someone made it easy for me, you know what I mean? Let's cash these in. TW time. I did actually forget to set my defense. Oops. I'm going to make sure I attacked him today. That is very frustrating. Try and search for something and it wasn't giving me options. But yeah, I'm going to have to do some TW because I was a dope who forgot to put defense down. I wouldn't mind, but I forgot to join on my main as well, so I've just not had a great TW round. That's one thing though, I've only got to deal with one TW today, so it's a bit of a compromise. Fun options. I mean, I don't know how well Bane's doing with his Datacron outside of GAC, but maybe some bit of fun options there if so. TW participation, well, a little bit hard for me to track it on my main, like I say, but I think we got 45 last TW on my free-to-play. I think it was 45, might have been more. Yeah, 45. Yeah, so I imagine if guilds have got Bane, you know, he's going to have a bit of food to play through TW there. I'm still kicking myself about not joining on my main as well. Gav, I'm doing alright. I'm just remodding. I've got to do some Endor raid before clocking off. I mean, I could do with it in something in TW as well, but the Endor raid's kind of a priority. We've got less time there. Just finished GAC. We full cleared on both. My main's looking a little bit sketchy, down to the fact that my fleet wall was absolutely terrible. One drop on Leviathan snowballed into 8 total attempts in Fleet. Then my free-to-play actually blitzed it. We didn't drop a single battle, so I'm saying the free-to-play is won, but the main accounts could do with a drop or two from my opponent. Yeah, I mean, I try and go very heavy on defense in TW. It's why I'm really frustrated that I forgot to do it on Crimson, because it means I'm going to have to attack. But yeah, I try to go heavy defense, because that way, even if I'm not able to contribute as much on offense, I'm able to at least support the defensive, and those who have the time to attack can attack. That's always been my view. Oh, the mug's been there a while. I do like that, just as a little bit of desk furniture. I'm thinking I might switch these scenes up a little bit soon, just to refresh them all. I mean, Chris has done some great stuff when it comes to like the slides for GAC, so I'm thinking if he could come up with something, I'd be willing to trial it out. But I don't know exactly what to do, because I like the idea of having like it looking a bit like a show of sorts. You know, like there's some form of program happening. But I don't know how you translate that entirely without completely changing everything, so I need to have a think on it. It's probably not imminent. I think this is done, it's just frozen, by the way. It's been stuck on 21% for a while. The late show was James Corden, wasn't it? I'm thinking that's what he was doing over there. I'm going to try logging in and see if my mods have changed. What am I grinding for? On my main, I've got a couple of things I'm sort of juggling. So we've got... Let me get this right in my head. We're finishing off the final bits of Sea of Malakos. By that I mean really just the Omicrons on Malakos. Gear and relics are all sorted, so it's just Omicrons. Got Gungans that we're farming the shards for. Trying to get some gear on some odd tunes, like... well, not even gear now, it's relics really, so Armourer, Zori, I've just got base to Relic 5, so just a few little things like that. So, yeah, it's really just that until the Gungans are done, until I've got the bow requirements done, but they're in my sights. My free-to-play is actually going for Lord Vader, so that's a complete twist, if you like, as far as it's more focused, shall we say. To be fair, I never said I was going to stream. I was actually watching TLSG last night. The Angela and Sarah variants are quite nice. Here we go. I'm on the wrong screen, aren't I? There we go. Let me see. Has the remod kicked in? Yeah. Yeah, they've got a nice flavour to them. I think they really do pop out a little bit. I know that you'll have these arseholes who are just like, oh yeah, it's, you know, in your face, blah blah blah, you know, and all this crap, and I'm like, they just look nice. You know what I mean? They're colourful, they've got a bit of pop with the frame break, so I'm happy with them. Do that. Okay. Alright, so first up, 1 and 2, and we're hoping to get 1.387 million. This is why not having Leia has been a shame. Captain Rex, Scout, they'd have really bumped the scores. I might be wrong, but I think we can full auto this because I think they both have the same abilities. I don't think there's anything on either of these that is against what we try to do. I think the only reason we go full auto is if it's maybe inefficient. Okay, Wicket's taken a bit of damage. I wouldn't mind trying to focus on healing him up a bit. Can I click that, please? Thank you. Alright, we're back at 22, so that's good. AoE, AoE. Yeah, it really feels like I've been chipped away at a bit here. We're only at 63%. Yeah, Wicket's gone. Yeah, that was a bad score. Alright, I might play that manual. I don't want to play it manual, but considering how far away we were from the score we're targeting, that kind of warrants a replay. Just a little by-the-by thing. If I could get like some form of keyboard mapping onto my Steam Deck, I would love it. Just as far as being able to, how do I phrase it, have keyboard shortcuts very easily pressable. It's like I'd love to just be able to switch between these units very smoothly. I know there is a way, I just don't really know what they are, so it's a bit difficult knowing how to map it out. Over here we don't get a good one, I know that much. On my main we get 144 or 140 or whatever that one is. That's why I try and put the effort in over here, because I know that, put it like this, we've probably got the crate already, but I think if I can be the one that nudges us over a line a little bit, it's worth just getting a score. Although I must admit, I do miss the days when top spot meant that you got better rewards. I know you could argue personal crates that, but it's a shame. Stacks aren't looking great right now, if I'm going to be honest. 22 and 15. Yeah, Nisa's looking very squishy. Yeah, I feel like I need to be repairing stacks of damage. Okay, that was a waste. I shouldn't use the AoE, but oh well, it's done. 146, so basic's fine. AoE. So just don't get Nisa. 88%. If we can just hang in a little bit without losing Nisa, we might be able to carry on. I want to try and get him out at the same time. Okay. AoE again. Ooh, wow, she's getting close. Come on, we're nearly there. Ooh, don't like this because this is going to trigger. Yeah, I don't like this. But yeah, I knew we wouldn't get that one. Okay. Let me just bring this back up. It was 1387 I was after. 1394, we got it. Okay, next up, slightly easier. We're after Piet and Chirper. I will say this, I feel like I can benefit by having the Ewoks. You know, like when I was doing them as like a forfeit, it was like, oh yeah, they're never going to get me anything. And I feel like this has carried me through this raid, just like silly little farmer did a long time ago. It's like, it was like having a bit of a chance to use them in GAC, but I feel like this has been their moment of sorts. More so in the sense that, like, people, when they've done the farming guides, they've been like, alright, you don't need the Ewoks, you don't need to farm them. And I'm like, okay, cool, I've got them, so I'm going to use them. I think there's only Low-Grey who's really terrible. Paplu, sorry, not Paplu, Tebow, who I don't have at Rally. I think he's a bit naff. Which sums up his character, really. Alright, we're open for 1.297, so we're looking okay. Monday, yeah. They've already put out the op fix for the, what's it called? The key cards. I think there was just that bit of wariness about, oh, are we going to actually be able to get all the key cards we need? And it's like, yeah, they weren't going to not patch it. Alright, easily over the line here. By the by, this is the one thing I haven't really liked about this raid. I know there's like a load of things in some areas, but like if there's one thing I haven't liked, it's the fact that you can't actually beat the boss usually. Like the only thing that really beats it is Leia. I feel like that's wrong. They should have given every team a way of getting it, even if it's just tuning down the waves, like having it so that when they're about to enrage, you can get the kill shot. I'm like, come on, just let me beat the boss. You know what I mean? Even if it's kind of frustrating seeing the win animation every time, it's like, I'd rather that than just every single time trying to score and then being beaten. You could argue it's the same with the Crate Dragon as far as it swallowed you half the time. It's a bit of a nitpick, I know, it's a bit frustrating. Alright, Gideon, Elder. Okay, can we have basic? I feel like I have to just try and remember the old strat here is just to make Gideon a monster. I mean, this is a perfect partner as well in terms of Elder. I mean, he's got two abilities that keep buffing Gideon up, so it's just about making sure neither of them take too much damage. Yeah, that always feels like it's what's happening. It's like you kind of just wish there was a way to sort of send them off Gideon or have them miss more often. That's probably where accuracy comes into it. Alright, we've got an ad break in 5 minutes. Wow, Alda's on 2 stacks. That is not good. Yeah, Alda's gone. We reset. I'm looking forward to him. I mean, maybe it's just the rebel guy in me. I'm like, it seems like a pretty unique kit. I like the idea of something that essentially says, right, Mon Mothma does one thing, Saw does another. And it is very lore-fitting. I think we're just going to have to wait and see as far as power output, because I think maybe people have got this feeling that because Saw's not that great, Luton won't do much to lift it, but we'll see. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the character itself is great, so I think it did deserve to be in the game. I kind of get what Arnold was saying about maybe it's not a conquest-worthy unit, but I mean, it's going to be one, so what will be, I guess. I think that's one of the small issues with Andor. As good a show as it was, it's slightly tricky to bring units in from it because... Okay, not tricky as such as you can't do it, by the way, but more like you've got to really pick where they're going to go. It's like Dedra, for instance. She's more ISB, isn't she? So it's like you can't just have her as an Imperial trooper, and she's... I know you could have her as Empire, I guess, but do you know what I mean? It kind of gets into that weird spot of, do you really want to have like do you want to have an ISB faction? I mean, I suppose you could argue that. I mean, I think Andor was liked enough. Well, I say that. I think if you were to ask the average Star Wars fan who's seen all the shows, they would say it's the favourite. I mean, I've been open with my mum. You know, she doesn't like Star Wars or anything sci-fi related, but I have said if there was one thing you could probably watch, it is Andor. You know, just for the fact that they didn't really involve stormtroopers or anything even in that kind of area. So, yeah, it was only like the last couple of episodes it really got into that sort of iconic visuals. Yeah, it's a little bit strange really, because Bane, you could argue, was the less well known in some circles as far as, you know, he was just something from the extended universe, the Legends, but people remember the Legends. It's like, in 20 years, ask someone, like, for Bane versus Luthen, probably more people would know Luthen. But because a lot of Star Wars fans grew up with the EU, it's like, yeah. It's just funny how things do work out. That's assuming Bane doesn't get into a TV show or something, then it's obviously a different story. It's been said, but I would like to see an Old Republic show. I mean, I know we've got the High Republic now, but I would like to see something in the Old Republic just to flesh out that part of Star Wars. You know, in the current canonical timeline, anyway. People just won't moan about it. I found it alright. I mean, I think it's one of those where you're looking at it and you're thinking, it's a mystery, so I'm just waiting to see where the mystery goes. I think there's a lot of bigoted, well, maybe bigoted is the wrong word, but very biased opinions against it. And a bit of that. I think sometimes Star Wars fans do just like a reason to complain. This is really irritating me. They're really focusing in on one, meaning that I can't split my forces, essentially.
You like to complain.
Every now and again. How you doing, Kit? I think what I'd do... I think I put Veers in here. I think that would guarantee the score we're aiming for. Veers was wanted by the last team, which has Death and Range in, but I could do Iden there. So yeah, I think that might be a better trade. You doing okay? Don't do it. Full auto. I thought that might be where you were going. I just had an inkling. So like I said before, I want to try and get a decent score for JM. I mean, I do this level of effort on Taman as well, but I feel like JM could benefit if we get a bump at any point. Plus, getting a nice reward box isn't a bad incentive either. Right, we're aiming for 855, and I'd say we're already on course for 70%. At a GAC go, Crimson full cleared. I think we got 2071 as a final score. Taman really hit a brick wall on. Well, let's say a brick wall. We cleared, full cleared on Taman, but we 2k battles to clear fleet. All right, that got well over the score, so I'm cashing it. So yeah, it took 3 to do Leviathan, 2 Negotiator and Radis, so not great. Just thought there must be another one because I said 8. Maybe it was 7. Maybe it was 7. Alright. Lando, Chewie, Hera. How's yours gone, Kit? I honestly don't know offhand. If there is 10, it was probably 7. Although saying that, I still had one left because I was saying at the end, please don't make me use Executrix. Bear with me a sec. The screen's going to go off. How big was the guy who Crimson faced? Alright, he was 11. Never mind. Just got me thinking then. How big was the matchup there? But yeah, 12.5. I mean, I'm guessing at that point you're essentially just facing people with better mods, aren't you? Higher relics. No, I'm going to say Crimson's opponent was lacking in a few areas. I'd say more on knowledge than what they got, though. Yeah, that's quite a bit of lead. I'll agree that is quite a disadvantage for you. Yeah, I mean, I know that it's different, but I was thinking the same with mine on Crimson. It's like he was just making very rookie errors. Like, I'm thinking this is like a low Kyber problem. Maybe the squish had a bigger impact than we thought. Like, you know, like how all those opponents have gone up to Kyber 1, the Rhodium accounts, maybe some have ended up moving around more than we thought. Like, the actual skill has really moved around. I know you were waiting for someone to attack your quad, May, weren't you? Just for anyone who's wondering, Kit's got Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, so I can understand the curiosity about how it performed. Okay, Bane feels like a cheat code for that, you know, I think you just sort of shrug at that and go, well, Bane's beating everything. Yeah, I mean, I faced one today and it didn't feel that great. I can't remember what I used offhand. Was it? I think it was Afra, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Afra. And then I'm like, I don't think it was a great team in all honesty. I think that's the issue. You know, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon will lift it, but I think before then it needs something, you know. It needs something more than what it's got. At least, like, if you're facing something like I did today, you know. Alright, I know that that's way below estimate, but I'm banking it. Next one. Start Paplu. Yeah, I mean, I think with Quad Made, the idea would be you essentially need something that can do a lot of damage while people are stuck on the decoy. So I think my opponents today just didn't take advantage of that. They were trying to go for essentially a dispel sort of thing where you got Mace and Ahsoka sort of maybe trying to frustrate you with it, but in reality I just think you need something that hits hard like Gas. I think that this is why Gas, Ahsoka and Quad May can work together, especially if you don't go for the leadership army or you don't really feel you want to use it. Last round she held against Levade's JML, C, Gas, Afra, and Dash, then plus Han Chewie. I mean, that's not very impressive. Is that with Obi, or is that just with some other sides? Yeah. I can imagine with those two, it's definitely pulling up trees. I think it is where I was right with my reluctance to put gear into her now, though, because I've not got them built. And I think without it feels just a little clunky at the moment. I'm sure it'll get better, like I said, when you get them too. It's just like a waiting game for him. Alright, we're aiming for 802 here when we're nearly there. Really, if I can just kill the shadow, I'm there. Cool. Way over now, 960. I'll take that. that made up for the bad showing last time. Alright, this one I'm full autoing. I am not doing this one manually. Because this is just a weird one. Essentially, we just take advantage of jam. And I think the AI's got a better grasp of it than I've got. Ooh. So the aim here is 697, which seems possible. I mean, we're already halfway there before, well, nearly halfway there. Another little thing, because I was saying about the raid before about I didn't like the fact you can't really finish it, but it's like these mechanics. I wish that they'd been more fleshed out, just so that there was more reason to try different things. Whereas it ended up just becoming, right, you use like Empire tunes. It just got very one note very quickly. Theory crafting got thrown out the window. Alright, another full auto. So the last team's going to be Iden, Death and Range. I don't know what my overall score is, but it'd be nice if we could hit the previous one. That was 6.6. We're aiming for 696 here, and we're nearly there. I'm going to play it manual for this wave. See if we can get 2 in 1. Especially with it being 84%, we should be able to play it manually. Just keep basicing them until they're equally low enough. I suppose the question is, how much damage are we doing? That was 20. That was 16. Okay, so the next day we should get them out, potentially. Cool. 710. 790. I'm going to say we're aiming for 696, so we've got just shy of 100k. Then the last one, we want tier 1. Bit of a drop off, sadly. We go Iden, Death, Range. Just mulling over, would it be worth putting Wedge in here? I feel like Wedge could offer more than Death Trooper. Just for the simple fact Wedge has evasion in his abilities. Even if it's only a one-use ability, you know. It's been said as well, hasn't it, about the raid Omicrons. It'd be good if they kind of gave us one Omicron refund a year. A bit like, okay, we recognise that we bring out these raids and, you know, you don't want to invest something that's only going to be around for a short time, so we'll let you have the option to refund it after a year. That wouldn't be bad, would it? Because the thing is, there'd be people who still wouldn't do it, but then they get an Omicron they could trade that maybe are dated badly. But it'd be quite an interesting quality of life change, and it might entice people to go more for the raid crons. Yeah, I'm dead, idiot. We're a little bit shy, but we'll take it. Do we get 6.6? 7.4 miles over the target. Yeah, even got a box I didn't get last time. Cool. It's only 100 Mark 3s, but certainly better than none. So, yeah, I'm taking that. Just to answer that question, we do get the 36mm boxes, so it's not great, but we take what we get. It'd be nice if we could have pushed for the 108, but we've got to keep our expectations in line. I mean, this is what DH again, the 144. You know, and I do honestly believe we could get the 208, but it's just pushing for it that's the trouble, and especially at this point of the raid cycle. 424, 665 and 832 are out of our range, but yeah, DH, I feel we could have gone for that. Oh well. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm actually done here. Let's go here. Let's see if we can raid. Alright, Tass is on. Yeah, I think we go to Tass. Alright, so I'll launch the raid. I would try and do like a redirect on YouTube, but there's just nothing I can actually select here. So it's a little bit awkward. Yeah, if I could do something, I would. But yeah, quick thank yous, because I was distracting myself as much as anything there. Kit, thank you for the 200 bits, and thank you for the follow from Boss 1. Okay, so raid is ready. It's only a small raid, but we'll launch it anyway just to thank Tass for popping in earlier. And yeah, I'll be back now Monday. So thank you very much, folks. Hope to see you then. Bye for now.